Greetings from Tokyo, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I hope that this video finds you in very good spirits wherever you are in the world. I want to take this opportunity to address a number of really nice comments or questions that I've received over the course of many months, but in particular over the course of the last few days. And they have to do with the shelves that are found to the left of me right here. These are the shelves that I use for Laserdiscs and housing of Laserdiscs. They are they go up pretty high, not too high, but they go up fairly high, so much higher than the cutoff point of the top of the frame of this video. And so it's that this is for Laserdiscs, and the reason why I have my video tripod set up here with this angle is a lot to do with convenience. You know, this is, I can put the table up, and so I can put a little stand here, and then we can have a little video that goes up here. Excuse me. Yeah, we can put a little video that goes up here, and then that usually works in terms of the style or the way a presentation style that I'm accustomed to. And there's that, and so it's more to do with convenience. But when the video is turned off and the tripod is folded and put tucked away somewhere, this space becomes just the regular space for me to continue to work on or to think about films that I want to watch or continue to watch on my own film journey, because the way that I watch a film, it's maybe my own personal quirk perhaps, but the way that I watch a film is I'll look at something, I'll have a title, and then I'll watch the film. Usually I'll watch it through, and then maybe I won't feel like I fully understand it yet. And then so what I'll do is maybe I won't have time that day, but I'll put it somewhere for the sake of convenience, so then I can access it very easily the next day in case I want to read an essay, or if I want to refer to a particular scene, or if I want to review that particular moment in the film, etc. So I need to put it in a place that is that's readily accessible to me in terms of this particular space in this room, and that area happens to be these shelves. Again, I'm not sure if I've shown it yet, but the rest of the room is such that this is a good place for me to watch movies and to try to get more out of films, and try to really try to understand as much as I can about certain movies, because there's a little setup of a TV and some players here. And so usually what happens is that I'll watch something on the player, and then I'll try to think about it. I haven't quite understood it yet, so I'll put it back on the shelf, so that maybe the next day or the day after I can come back, and then if I can remember, oh, what is it I really want to get into? Oh yes, it's this. So then I'll go to the TV and put it back there, and then I can just continue with my own little film journey, as it were. So the point of the titles that are found on the shelves and are like displayed like this, so to speak, is not for any sort of deep reason, except that these are the titles that at the particular moment in time that I happen to be making the video. These are the titles that I happen to be thinking about or working on or otherwise exploring on my own at that time. So in a sense, this is almost like maybe what's a way of putting it, like a snapshot, if you will, of what the films that I am currently interested in and excited about and engaged with on a personal level, what it is that is occupying my head space, so to speak. These are the if you want to get a sense of what that is, you can look at what this space looks like on a given point in time, and that's usually what it is I'm currently occupying myself with. And there are usually a number of titles, because I tend to look at things in a way where I try to think about something, and maybe I won't necessarily get all of it at once. And so I might have to just give up on it, and then for the time being, and then maybe go to something else and try to think about it and that sort of thing. And then after I'm done with that, maybe I'll go to something else or return to something. So that's why you'll see a number of titles, not just one, and the like. I had received a lot of comments in the past, very recently, about this particular set, which happened to be, I think, here or here or something like that, and it was simply because I was going through this set at the time that I was making those videos, and I've seen this series many times, and I love Neon Genesis Evangelion. I think it's a really fascinating and complex world, and I'm not an anime expert, but I'm a big fan of Evangelion. It would be such a great, dream come true if I were able to talk about Evangelion on this channel. But the point is that the reason why they were on the shelves during those videos is because I was just going through a little Evangelion phase at the time, and just rewatching the series as I have them here, and this particular release of it on DVD. And so that was the reason for those appearances of those particular titles, and nothing more. So you might see something that is there for a long time, and again, it's just because this is kind of a little space that I use to help me and to remind me of what it is I'm going through, and so, just in case you're interested. So it's not really for background purposes necessarily. It's not really to create a background for the purpose of the video. It just happens that this is the place where I make the video, and the place that I make the video, it just happens to be the area that I use personally for continuing on with my own film journeys. So I don't know if that makes any sense. So so if you see a title and that you're interested in, and you want me to make a video on it, thank you very much for that. Again, I'm not sure if I can make videos on all the titles that I want. That's one of the difficulties about anything, right? So much to do, so little time, right? So, but I am going through the YouTube videos as fast as I can. So, of course, there are many things that I want to talk about that I haven't had the chance to talk about on this channel, unfortunately. So many things that I really want to go through, but it's just an issue of time. More than anything else, but and also, right, there's so many things about YouTube that I also really enjoy, but there is sort of my YouTube video journey, and then there is my own personal film journey, and sometimes my own personal film journey won't necessarily match the particular videos that I am uploading on YouTube at the moment, but that's just purely due to, again, as I say, time, and it's hard to again address on YouTube everything it is that I really want to try to address, but I am doing the very best that I can, and so I always ask for your patience and understanding. And so if you see something here that's been on the shelves for a long time, and you think, oh gosh, when is he going to change up the background or something like that, just again, as soon as I'm finished going through the titles myself and my own journey on them is complete, as of that particular point in time anyway, then or I feel like I can move on, then I will probably change it up, simply because the workspace that I'm engaged with here will change up depending on my own state of mind at that particular point in time. So in case you're interested, that's the story of the shells. And so just other details, the calendar that I have, this is a calendar that is that was gifted to me by a friend of my wife. And so they knew that I had a great fondness for Godzilla, and so this is a Godzilla calendar. And so I use this to refer to live stream, film club live stream scheduling and such. But this is a little nice Godzilla calendar that I received just because a friend of my wife knew that I enjoyed Godzilla very much. I hope that answers the question, and I'm so grateful to those of you who have shown a lot of interest in these videos in terms of the background and what's there. So thank you so much for that. And I continue to be inspired by you and your great example that you set in terms of film fan enthusiasm, and just being great, just being great people. So thank you so much for that, and I will hopefully continue our conversations going forward. And in the meantime, please once again take very, very good care of yourselves during this time, and continue to stay safe. And until we meet again, please be happy and healthy and well, and please keep on watching a lot of great movies. My friends, be well, stay safe, and cheers.